Google Cloud joins EOS as a block producer. Marty Chavez, former CTO and CFO of Goldman Sachs, has joined Block.one's advisory board as chairman, and EOS Finex launches, all in the same week. Hello, EOS Nation. I'm Daniel Keys, and this is episode 76 of the EOS Hot Sauce. It's been a hell of a week for EOS, and we've got all the details in this week's extra spicy EOS exclusive edition of the EOS Hot Sauce. As always, our spicy weekly updates are available in every format. Watch on YouTube, listen on SoundCloud or your favorite podcast player, or read it at eosnation.io. That's also where you can subscribe to the EOS Nation newsletter to get that spicy sauce poured straight into your inbox. However you prefer it, help spread the sauce by smashing that like, ringing that bell, and giving us a 5-star rating. Before we get to this week's spicy goodness, let's kick things off with the race for rares. If you're joining us for the YouTube premiere, type spicy rare in the live chat now for a chance to win one of 5 spicy rare NFTs. And guess the length of this episode to win an NFT pack. You've got 2 minutes starting now. And if you'd like a chance to win this week's Golden Chili, leave a relevant comment on this video about one of today's spicy topics. You don't need to be here for the premiere for this one. You got 2 days to leave your comment. So good luck, and don't forget you need to sign up to be eligible at eosnation.io/spicy. And smash that like if you're hyped for some NFTs. Now let's dig into the sauce. The biggest news of the week came from Block.one when they announced that Google Cloud has the intention of registering as a block producer on the EOS Mainnet. The news was confirmed by Google and very well received by both EOS token holders and block producers. It's a clear signal that Google Cloud sees the tremendous potential of EOSIO technology and the value of being an operator on its largest and most valuable network, the EOS Mainnet. Here's what Block.one had to say about that. Google Cloud's planned participation underscores the importance of blockchain to the future of business, government, and society. You can learn more about Google Cloud's candidacy as an EOS Mainnet block producer on Google's new EOS Block Producer webpage. Google has been a long-time supporter of various open-source projects, and in the short EOS Block Producer FAQ, they mentioned that one of the reasons they want to join the ecosystem is to better understand and enable developers that want to build on EOSIO via the Google Cloud platform, which offers Google-grade security, scale, global network, approach to open source, and developer expertise. On their Build with Google Cloud page, they confirmed that the EOS Mainnet dataset is coming soon to BigQuery, which allows users to access blockchain data via SQL and find meaningful insights rapidly. Google has acknowledged that their desire to produce blocks on the EOS Mainnet is linked to their desire to better serve developers who wish to build on EOSIO. In terms of how engaged Block.one expects Google Cloud to be in the EOS ecosystem, Kevin Rose, VP of Public Blockchain Engagement, had this to say on the topic. It's really up to Google Cloud and what their plans are for engaging with the EOS network community. And because voting on EOS is open-ended and continuous, to ensure that the top 21 are always a real-time reflection of the aggregate will of the EOS token holders, we will be constantly evaluating Google Cloud against our criteria, just as we do with all block producer candidates. As expected, Brendan Bloomer and Daniel Larimer were active in sharing the good news on social media. Here's a quote from Brendan. As the pool of potential network operators continues to diversify, token holders will be further empowered to select candidates they feel best support the performance and the evolution of EOS. Excited for Alan Day and Google Cloud to be engaged in the EOS ecosystem as a BP candidate. And Dan had this to say. Google Cloud will continue to provide its highly provisioned, low-latency infrastructure to Block.one through secure oracles, interchain transaction reporting, key management, and high-integrity full node validation. Google Cloud's confidential computing infrastructure will enhance the security, scalability, and decentralization of blockchain technology. It was especially great to see how proud Dan Larimer was to announce the news to Naomi Brockwell on her recent YouTube show. Dan's body language conveyed pride and confidence as he shared the news about Google Cloud's interest in joining the EOS community. This also brings us to another point that's been hinted at across all these press releases. Block.one is working closely with Google Cloud on various EOSIO and public blockchain initiatives. In the Naomi Brockwell interview, Dan was very clear when he explained that Google Cloud's interest in EOSIO flowed from the work they've been doing with Block.one. Here's what Alan Day, developer advocate at Google Cloud, had to say about that. We're seeing active enterprise participation in these sorts of networks, and believe Google Cloud can reduce the friction for companies to run their own Google Cloud-hosted nodes on the network. We're also providing cloud infrastructure to Block.one as well, helping them host their own development efforts. What kind of products have they been working on? Could it be the next generation financial services product that Brendan Bloomer has been hinting at recently? Also announced on the same day was the fact that Marty Chavez, former CTO and CFO of Goldman Sachs, has joined Block.one's advisory board as chairman. He'll be expected to challenge leadership, provide counsel on business strategy, and expand networks to help develop governance framework. Also involved in the digital dollar project, Marty Chavez is already well versed in blockchain technology and known on Wall Street as one of the top technologists in the banking industry. Marty Chavez believes that blockchain technology can be leveraged to improve many existing Wall Street products, some of which are quite complex. Here's what he had to say. Equity swaps have complex life cycles. There are complex questions like what happens to an equity swap in the event of some corporate action. What started as a bilateral swap could have many entities participating. So there's this national notion of wouldn't it be great to have this exist on a blockchain so we're all looking at the same data. With a CDS, the notion that there is a warehouse with a definition of record of what this is and who are the counterparts, what are the terms, has been around for a long time. Thus, a decentralized warehouse makes a lot of sense. The announcements of the Google Cloud block producer candidacy and the addition of Marty Chavez to the board of directors highlights the fact that some of the best people in both technology and finance see the potential of EOS and want to align themselves with the technology. The future is extremely bright for EOS, and we're very excited to see how this will all play out and evolve over the coming weeks, months, and years. And if that wasn't enough big news for 1 week, the much-awaited release of EOS Finex has also arrived on the EOS mainnet. EOS Finex is a high-performance, non-custodial digital asset exchange and portfolio management solution built on EOSIO technology. Live as of this week, EOS Finex unlocks Bitfinex's world-class liquidity to everyone on the EOS mainnet. Connected directly to your EOS account, EOS Finex allows users to trade with the centralized liquidity of Bitfinex in a non-custodial way. This makes EOS Finex the fastest, most reliable, and most liquid non-custodial way to trade on EOS, and to our knowledge, the first time that any large crypto exchanges offer access to its entire order book in a non-custodial way. This hybrid exchange enables off-chain order matching while retaining custody and settlement on-chain. That means limit orders and other advanced order types will be available on EOS Finex, something that's not typically possible on current decentralized exchanges. The fee structure is as competitive as any, with 0% maker fees and 0.2% taker fees. For users with low volumes, there's no KYC needed. You can easily just sign into EOS Finex with your EOS account and try it out. Unfortunately, Americans are restricted from using the platform. In terms of trading pairs, EOS Finex is currently offering EOS, IQ, DApp, USDT, and some wrapped P tokens such as PBTC and PLTC. Other assets such as EOSDT, NUT, and PETH are expected to be added in the coming days and weeks. Not only will EOS Finex improve the quality of life for all traders on the EOS mainnet, it's also a shining example of the power of EOSIO and the types of solutions that can be built on top of it. While comparing EOS Finex to a popular decentralized exchange on the Ethereum network called IDEX, Chris Coney shared a tweet that highlighted the fact that for only $40,000 worth of staked resources, EOS Finex was able to provide all the network resources needed for its EOS users to engage and trade on the platform. On the other hand, IDEX users have spent about $665,000 in fees in the last 30 days. Plus, EOS staked for resources can be fully reclaimed once they're no longer needed, while the high fees paid by the IDEX users are gone forever. Brendan Bloomer retweeted Chris, and we fully agree with his sentiment that the future is high-performance compliant DeFi on EOS. The community has been clamoring for exchanges to list more EOS native tokens, and Bitfinex is coming through for the community in a big way by listing popular coins such as IQ and DApp. Bitfinex continues to be a pillar of the EOS community, and we'd like to thank them for everything they do and congratulate them on the successful launch of the next generation non-custodial hybrid exchange. And that's all for this week's episode of EOS Hot Sauce. We've got more spicy goodness for you every week, so subscribe, hit the bell, and stay tuned for the next one. And if you can't wait till next week, find our previous episodes at eosnation.io or on our YouTube channel. Once again, I'm your host Daniel Keys, and we'll see you again next week. Until then, let's keep it spicy.